we have an equation, and we're looking at linear equations, okay? So remember we looked at this last week. A linear equation represents a line. So when we graph this, it's going to be a straight line, okay? So we're told that it's linear. And what we need to do is we need to graph this line. Okay, so what we're doing is we're graphing it. You're given the values of x. So in the first one, if x is -3, -2, 0, and 3. Okay, so does this go in order at all? Is there a pattern? No. So we're going to figure out the values of y for each value of x. Okay, so if you remember last week, we're finding out y, okay, what y is equal to when x is something. Okay, so the first one, if x is -3, we have to figure out what y is equal to. So how would you do the first one? How would we find y?
You'd have to do...
We'd have to do -2 times, because we know that when there's a number next to a variable, it means multiplication. Okay, so we'll put that in brackets. We're replacing x with the first value of x. So in this case, it's -3. So y is equal to -2 times -3. What's y equal to for the first one? What's a negative times a negative? Do you remember?
Negative, positive.
Good, a positive, and 2 times 3?
2 times 3 is 6.
Good. So when x is -3, y is +6. This gives us our first coordinate, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to take this information, this equation, and we want to put it on a graph. So right now we have one coordinate, so I'll do the first one, and we're going to graph the grid there. And we know that the first coordinate is located at -3, +6, and we always read coordinates x, y, right? In that order, x, y. So x, we start at 0, and we need to move which way to get to -3?
Left.
Good, we need to move to the left 3, and then it's +6, so which way do I have to move?
Up.
Good, up 6, and it's hard to see these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's the first point. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to find the rest of the coordinates, and then we're going to draw them, and it should form a straight line when we connect them because we're told it's linear. It'll be -2 times -2, and a negative and a negative, again, make a positive. 2 times 2 is 4. So the next coordinate is at -2. Okay, so we have -2, +4. Good. So you go to the left 2 and then up 4. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4. For the next one, we have when x is 0, what was y?
I got 0.
Yeah, that's correct. Good, because
it doesn't really work out in a straight line.
correct, because y equals -2 times 0, and anything times 0 is 0. And then the last one, you got when x is 3, what's y?
-6.
Good, -6. When we graph that, the next point was 0, 0, so we know that's right at the origin, right here. And then we have 3 and -6. Move to the right 3 and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we were to connect the points using a ruler, I'll try to do it as straight as I can. Not bad. Straight line. Okay, sorry.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.